What's up, you guys? We made it. All of us dry January people that did go the whole month. Congratulations to any of you out there. I also was successful, I will admit. Some of my couple people were like, hey, you know, last weekend, it's Thursday today, February 1st. They're like, hey, you know, it's the weekend, you made it, you almost made it. You know, you could have one. I'm like, yeah, I could. I went 4 weeks, but I thought I would go the whole way. So, truth be known, I did try one of these beers earlier today because I was just so curious. It's a beer that was having some ups and downs. If you watch my videos, you'll have seen me talk about that. But today, it was tasting beautiful. So I almost think that the bad note that I was getting maybe has been scrubbed away by this 31 days of extra lagering time. So now we're gonna go upstairs, and I haven't had two of these 3 beers for 31 plus days, so let's see how they're drinking. Alright, this is the brown ale. Tasting just fine. That one was one that I was sure was gonna really not be changed. Wow, these are pretty similar. This must be the India Pale Lager. Or is it that the pale ale? That's India Pale Lager. Also, still drinking fine, so that's good to know. Alright, so just a quick wrap up on the dry January. I was thinking about it today. Number one positive was that I could do it without it being a problem, either physically or sort of emotionally, habitually, ritually, whatever you want to say. I have not gone that long without drinking alcohol for, like I said, decades. Ever since I first probably started kind of having a beer now and then, I would have not gone like a whole month without having one. So that was really encouraging and positive. The second big positive thing was the, we got some chirping here, the health benefit of the cough and the heartburn, which apparently is related to the alcohol that I was drinking. They just went away. And as I've said before, now if I'm adding some back in, it will be curious to see how that comes back, and I will monitor that, and if it becomes kind of a problematic, I'll have to see, you know, how much can I drink and not have a problem. Is it only a tiny bit? Is it a medium amount? You know, like all that is to be determined. As far as the disappointments of dry January, I would say that I felt like there would be more positive benefits to me personally from not drinking alcohol for that long of a time, especially compared to my previous situation where I was drinking it most days and a decent amount every day. I thought if I just make this dramatic cut, the colors, you know, from black and white, it'll become Technicolor, and I'll be going down the yellow brick road, and there'll be munchkins. No, I don't know where I'm going with that. I just thought it would be like a dramatic, noticeable change in many different ways, and honestly, the sleep was so-so. Eventually I've been getting to sleep in much more of a realistic time, so that's been good as far as how it was right away. But then, I mean, I'm not like going to bed and sleeping for 8 hours and getting up. Like, that's just not how it works for me. That's not how it has never worked for me. So that didn't suddenly become something different. Energy, outlook on life, mood, disposition, most all of those things were pretty much unchanged from the alcohol. Now I am having other life things going on, so alcohol or not, they're still happening, you know, regardless, or as I like to say, irregardless. So at any rate, like, I thought there might be more noticeable, tangible, positive benefits of quitting alcohol for this long. They did not happen. That's fine. I mean, it was really an experiment. I'm glad I did it. I will say that this is the New Pale Lager. I mean, my son was like, "Do you think beer is gonna taste good still, or are you gonna be not like it anymore?" I'm like, "I think it's probably gonna taste okay," and it does. I had a Sierra Nevada Hop Bullet that I've been enjoying earlier, and then I just got these tap samples. Happy to see that, if anything, it didn't do any harm to these 3 particular beers that I have on tap. And in the case of the one that had kind of a questionable flavor, that seems to have kind of lagered away. So anyway, if you want to chime in with your experience of the dry January, either this past January or previous ones, I think somebody said they might kind of planning on continuing going longer than just January. So I mean, that's something that some people might do. I was kind of, after I got into it for a couple of weeks, I thought, alright, I get it. I think I can probably just do it the month, and I'll try to do it the whole month, and then I'll just get back into having some drinks. So, but yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. A lot of like well wishes that I appreciate. And I had an interesting month. Drank a lot of tea and sparkling water, and wrote some songs, and did some reading, and listened to some records. And I mean, those are all things I do anyway, even when I'm having some alcohol. But I mean, it was a perfectly okay month as far as that goes. Will I do it again next year? As of right now, I would say I wouldn't see a great reason to, but I will see how the rest of the year goes and my consumption and my health, and see how everything turns out, and catch you later.